again. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening from Dubai. It's Liz and Ian again, and we are back for day number five of our 10-day Go Live Challenge. We are broadcasting live here in our home in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. And it's actually what time it is? It's 10:35 in the evening. It's quite late for this part of the world, but good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you who are following our page. Um, like I said, we are on day number five of our 10-day Go Live Challenge. And why are we doing this challenge, Fran?
We are challenged by our business peers to do a 10-day Go Live challenge. So we're going live every day for 10 days to share whatever we want to share, like about our life, our
Some of the things that we love.
some of the things that we love
Yes.
actually,
And
and our business also.
yes. So we have titled this mini Go Live series as Ian and Liz Life, Love, and Biz. So if this is your first time to join us on this page or on our YouTube channel where we are also broadcasting, please say hi and let us know where are you watching from, what time it is, so we know how global our page is. Okay. So like Ian is saying, we are here. We are here actually to share with you our five. We want to share with you the main topic for the day, which is
Do you trust God's timing in your life?
yes. So, do you trust God's timing in your life? Okay. So, for those who have been following us on our page, you would know that we are advocates of our faith. That is something that's really big between myself and Ian, and that's something that we are would also love to share with you. How has our faith helped us in our journey of life? Okay.
Yes, as we go in our life, as husband and wife, as for now, and then we would like to share to you some of our journeys in life where we encountered God's timing also. So for me, for just to start for me, um, back home and when I was in the Philippines, so I used to have opportunities, good opportunities where I had an opportunity to work in a very good company. So and then after that, I used to like explore my career. So from like I would like to build my career from one step to another. So on that journey, I was invited in to go to work in a good company, and then at the same time, I got another opportunity, which is to work abroad. So which is when I look at the both opportunities, both are good. So I was challenged there to choose whatever I want. And as for me, as the eldest of the family, so I was expected to help the family also, since I was a breadwinner at that time. And then at the same time, my mom was grooming me to work abroad. So I followed her advice to take that opportunity of going to Saudi at the time. So what happened is that uh, I was working my on my way to Saudi, submitting all the requirements, going to the system, and then eventually go to work there. But eventually, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go through Saudi because of my there's some like hiccups in the in my health what's this health requirements, which is I prevent eventually proved that I'm healthy, and but it took me a long time to overcome that opportunity.
That hiccup.
Yes, and that time I was also asked to be to be regular employee on my another job, which is the good company, the good company. So, and then they can't wait for me because I told them that uh,
You
I
have plans to go abroad.
I have plans of, and then they're open to it, but it took me time on that opportunity of going out to abroad, and then it didn't work. It didn't work. So and then when I came back to my company,
Mm.
They told me that they can't wait for me.
So you're saying that you had
Yes.
both good opportunities, but during that time you had hiccups, so you weren't
Mhm.
able to take either. So you lost both.
I lost both on that time.
Okay.
So,
So how did you feel at that time?
I felt at that time it's like actually everyone who loses opportunities will be sad at that time.
Mm.
It's like it's devastating because you have both good opportunities and at the same time you're jobless.
Mm.
So I wasn't able to to save much on that time.
Okay. So then what
So-
happened?
And then what happened is that
Mm.
since we're active in church,
Mm-hmm.
I got this opportunity also to serve as a community leader
Mm-hmm.
at our local church. So what happened is that on that time I was jobless.
Mm.
So and then I didn't know that like I didn't know where to get my resources of continuing that activity because it involves like going going there like transport.
Yeah, you need to have money also for fare, right? You
Yes.
need to have some sort of funds for
Mhm.
you to use for yourself, at least,
Yes.
right?
But after that, I overcome everything. Like I finished the whole whole activity,
Service,
whole
yes.
service
Mhm.
for 3 months, and then I don't know where I get my resources,
Mhm.
but I know that I'm faithful. That the Lord is always there,
To
looking
provide.
after me, and He have provided me at that time. So looking back, it's like. I've encountered challenges where solutions come, and then
Mhm.
it made me believe that the Lord is always looking after me,
Mhm.
and He never left my side. And then until now, like we're here abroad, so like I've received opportunities also,
Mhm.
and then which is very good. And then also we have also received like challenges in life
Mm.
where we encountered like job loss and everything.
So just to give them an insight of what we're trying to say in here, because what we would love to share with you is how we believe that everything that happens in our life is all about God's perfect timing. So we are big believers in God's perfect timing in our lives. So Ian was sharing earlier how he had two amazing opportunities to either work abroad or to work in one of the biggest companies in the Philippines. But during the time, he lost both. But even after you lost both of them, right, you were given the chance, however, to serve our ministry, our community. You were able to do that for 3 months, even though you've had very limited resources. But still, you were able to do that. And after that, what happened?
And then after that, there's this good opportunity again that came. So after being jobless for 8 months, after that, and then with the service and everything, I have accomplished those services. I believe that I was rewarded by the Lord, and the Lord gave me opportunity to work abroad again. At that time, the good thing about that time is that I was invited to work, like I was invited to work abroad.
Where?
In Dubai,
Okay.
which is where we are now.
Exactly.
So the best thing in that one is that for 13 years, I'm still in the same company, and I've been doing well in that company. And then also the best thing about that one is I met Liz at that time. So I told myself before, it's like I will have a girlfriend uh, when I have a good job. And then that time I was jobless. I met her, and then she accepted my proposal to be girlfriend boyfriend at that time. And then at the same time, the good thing about that one, when I got the opportunity of working abroad, it happened that it's also an opportunity to work
Yes.
abroad as well.
So it was also my chance to work abroad. So actually, just as a small backstory, I have an okay work back in Manila, but because I am also a breadwinner in the family. I also want to be able to help more. And going abroad actually is one of the best options back in the Philippines if you want to earn more money for your family to support your family better. So that's also when I met Ian, and we were introduced by a common friend. He invited me to be part of this Catholic community that he's servicing, and that's also where I get to learn about him. How about his faith, his life journey, and we got together in 2007, and by December of 2007, we both got the same opportunity to work abroad. So we weren't yet 1 year being together, but maybe because of our hard work and also our faith in the Lord, and our desire really to help our parents, we were both blessed to have the chance to work together in the UAE. And we always tell this story with smile on our faces because
Yes.
it is one of the highlights of our relationship. Like, of all the places in the world, we were hired to work in the same city, in the same company together. So we didn't have to go through long distance relationships, all of that kind. So that's also what we believe, that it's God's perfect timing for his life and my life, you know. And like he said, thankfully, we are still here together in the UAE, 13 years and counting, praise God. And we've been through, crisis in the UAE, crisis in the Middle East. We've been through, hardships both in our personal life, in our career life. But we can say that everything that has happened is always God's perfect time. And one of these examples also is, we've been together for a long time. See, we've been together since 2007, but we only got married in 2016. So that's like 10 years of being together. We've had younger siblings who got married earlier than us, but we didn't think it as something that, we're getting late in the game. We always believe that, whatever happens in our life is God's perfect timing. And also because we believe that, our priority when we were still single is to help our families. And we are thankful that, around that time, around 2016, we feel like, it's time for us to focus on ourselves, while still supporting our parents, but still, start that life together, and get married. So that's when we got married in December
Yes.
2016. We're almost 4.5 years
Four and a
married
half.
now, still blissfully happy, but it's not without any challenges. Like any married couple, we've had our share of challenges in our married life, and one of that actually is our struggle last year. Our struggle last year was when I was made redundant in my well-paying job here in Dubai. So, it happened in July of 2020, in the middle of the pandemic. But again, how we can say that this is still God's perfect timing in our life, despite being, like a negative story in it on its own, is that we were able to set up this digital business that we are running right now, literally before I was made redundant in my job. So the perfect timing of how things unfolded for us is really one of the, even still the best things that happened to us, even though it's one of the worst times in my career, because losing a job is never easy, right? I have bills to pay, I have a family to support, I have, of course, obligations that I need to fulfill. But we are so thankful that, the Lord has brought us into this digital business that we set up end of June, beginning July, literally just before I was made redundant. So I was less anxious. I was so optimistic. I was less worried about how my future is going to be, because we know that the Lord has already given us an answer even before I was made, again, redundant into this job. And this is something that has really helped us, tremendously as a couple, even though we've had, of course, our fair share of challenges, but we were able to go through it
Yes.
together. No,
To overcome that
we've
challenge.
overcome that challenge in our life. And also, again, like we were saying, we are married for almost 4.5 years now, and we still don't have a child. That's something we're still praying for, something we're persistently waiting for and working on. But we believe that, again, even though sometimes, admittedly, There are times that we feel envious seeing other couples, having a baby already. Members of our community who have been blessed with their own child after waiting for so many years. We feel like our patience is growing thin, but we know again we are going back every time we are feeling like we are getting impatient on how things are
Yes.
not still happening for us. We believe that that God is preparing us together, as parents, as future parents. God's preparing us on His most perfect time. So all we have to really to do is to have a little bit more patience and a whole lot of faith. We know that things happen in His perfect time and not on ours. Okay, and this is evident in so many areas of our lives, in so many times during our life, and so we continue to hold on to that promise that in His time He will make all things possible. Okay, is there anything you want to add to
I
that,
think that's all
Mahal?
for me.
Okay, so that's a little bit of our inspiration sharing for us on our day 5 of our Go Live series. And there's one last thing that we would love to share with you is this verse that we really like. It's from Jeremiah 29:11, and it says, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Okay, so for some of you guys who might be also in God's waiting room, if you are also in the waiting room of God answering your prayers or heeding your request, or God making things happen for you, whether it's in your life, in your personal life, in your business, in your career, in your love life, perhaps. God's timing is always perfect. So just continue
Hold on.
to hold on to Him, to be faithful,
Mhm.
and to persistently pray. Okay?
Yes.
Because prayers move mountains. Okay?
It's true.
So that is again the recap of our day number 5 of our 10-day Go Live challenge. So tomorrow,
So
Mahal,
tomorrow, it will be day number 5.
day number 6.
Day number 6. It's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So the topic for tomorrow to look after is like 5 reasons why we are doing this business.
Yes. So, like we have shared with you earlier today, that this mini series is called Ian and Liz Life, Love, and Biz, because we would love to share with you more about ourselves. Oh, our cat, that one, this one, our cat. Some of the things that we love. So for you to get to know us more as a couple. And of course, more information about this digital business that we are running. What is it about? Why we are doing this? What are the things that we learn from this? And what are the goals? What are our goals that we know this digital business can help us achieve much faster? Okay. So we hope you can tune in again tomorrow. Tomorrow on this page, the Ian and Liz Domingo Facebook page, or on our YouTube channel, also called
Ian and Liz
Ian
Domingo.
and Liz Domingo YouTube channel. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please feel free to do so. We'd love for you to help us grow our following. Okay. So, is there anything else you want to say, Mahal?
Keep the faith,
Mm-hmm.
share the love,
Yeah.
and good night to everyone.
Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.